Hello, buttheads. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. Happy Friday. You ever have one of those days where you're like, there's not much content out there. I wonder if I should just not make any videos today? Ha ha ha! Me neither. Let's get into it. We've got Maurissa liking Riley's post. Does that mean they're communicating? Are they on the relationship recovery? Do we need to play some X-Files music? Let's get into it. It's not a big deal here. It's not much of a story, but it's a place to start. Now, of course, we'll show the photos that were deleted from Maurissa's Instagram account. Did she wipe Riley completely clean of her page? No. We'll go back to where she was, where she is now, and is there a potential that they're just on a break? We'll have to see. Do me a favor, break your finger on top of that like button an odd number of times, and also don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. 50% of you guys aren't subscribed to my channel. You go, oh, Dave, I'm subscribed. I watch your videos every day. YouTube shows you a lot of my content. Make sure you're subscribed. We're trying to inch our way to 100,000 subscribers so we can get that shiny silver play button and whatever other perks come along with it. Now, if you want to join the Patreon community for behind-the-scenes content, you can actually watch me in the live stream as I construct these videos. I'm going to be going live right after this, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, probably for a couple hours as we make today's content. You can watch me make the thumbnails, and we just rock out with some good music. Hey, we're going to be playing some Meatloaf today. R.I.P. to Meatloaf. We'll be playing him on the Patreon. Can't do that here, though. All right, let's get into it. So, of course, Dave Neal Show daily content started last week. We've made at least one video every day, so you can go check out non-Bachelor related content over there. And, of course, Dave Neal's community on Facebook, really flourishing at 1,500 members. Shout out to Kim. She posted the funniest thing. She goes, has Dave Neal become a verb in anyone else's home? I just announced to my cats, well, I'm going to go Dave Neal it and do some laundry. Better be careful what Dave Neal it means. We don't need you to be pumping your palmer over there. I feel like Dave Neal means watching a video. But if you want to call anything else Dave Neal, but be my guest. Be my guest. Crystal says, I get really excited like the kids do when one of their YouTubers uploads a new video and act all extra about it. And then they know mom's going to watch her trash TV. Leave her alone. Am I your trash TV? Is that what you're saying? I'll be white trash Dave. No problem here. By the way, another shout out to, I mentioned this on the live stream. Mimziello, our good friend Alicia in Brooklyn here, sent me this. But check out the address that she put there. Check this out. Can you guys see that right there? Dave Neal Power Recapper right there in Los Angeles, California. Not bad. That's the respect we've been trying to get for years. Finally getting there. Tori said, why don't we have a Dave Neal version of Bumping Harrison's yet? Nailing your Neal? Squeal with the Neal. I don't know. That's a weird one. Kristen says, I'm always saying to my husband, I'm just catching up on my Dave Neal. And he just goes, and then I proceed to tell him what I think is relevant. But it's because Dave talks about the relevant takeaways. Well, there's not much relevant in this story. I like relevant and I like irreverent. So let's get into it. Now, congratulations to Riley Christian, a.k.a. Devin Riley Christian, if we want to zoom in and be creepy here. Devin Riley Christian of Syracuse University College of Law, right? Congratulations to him for starting his own new law firm. Here's what you need. You need props when you work in law. You need that little balance thing. You need the law is just, the law is right. He's got the gavel. Well, that's for judges, really, but that's fine. And then he's got, of course, the Holy Bible. God knows you need to throw that Holy Bible. That's a big thumping Bible. I feel like when you throw that on the desk, a lot of dust comes up. And then, of course, a blank slate. Could this mean Could this mean that he's on to new things, a new relationship, a blank canvas? Or is he taking notes on how to become a better man? We'll have to see. So, a very good post by Riley, but of course, this doesn't mean much, except Maurissa liked it. So clearly they're still following each other. She still liked his post. Did she have to walk away to see if he's going to chase after her? We'll have to see. Now, obviously, you don't just start a law firm willy-nilly. So clearly Maurissa's been his support while they were engaged. Were they engaged? Yeah, they got engaged, right? Whatever they were engaged. I don't know. They just throw these rings out like cash. There's just a piñata on Bachelor in Paradise. They all take a couple swings. Next thing you know, Neil Lane pops out, that leathery bastard, with a couple of rings. It's a Friday. Riley he says, I always wanted to be able to do some good in the world, help some people that really need it. I never thought I'd put it together from my living room, but here I am. Christian law practice coming soon. Wish us luck. We're going to need it. There it is, folks. And of course, he's got all the support from his men and women of Bachelor Nation, because if anyone, listen, don't get me wrong, Marissa's thought of very highly as well, but Riley, seems to be a very well-respected person within Bachelor Nation. Seems to be. Unless your name's Chris Conran. Was he the one? I don't know. Whoever they bullied out. Can't remember. I can't even remember here. So there he is. He's doing his work. But you know what I mean? Talk about his Second Amendment right to bear arms. This guy's got some real cannons on him. Holy hell. Golly. I don't even know what to say. Those are pythons. There he is, and with a baseball. What does it say? What does it say? Don't complain. It says, don't complain, and something else. I was like, are you sending us clues over here? We have some clues in this photo here. Don't complain. This is what I like to do with my free time. People are like, Dave Neal, get a better hobby. I'm like, what's better than this? So, anyway, there he is. And of course, liked by Maurissa. We've seen, obviously, not all likes are good. Marissa's very happy. She's been liking some things to alert us all that her relationship's not squeaky clean. Move in together. It speeds up the breakup process. Follow me for more relationship advice. Liked by Maurissa. So we've seen Maurissa going back to Georgia, I believe, the state, not the country. We do have some fans in the country of Georgia. Shout out to all of you guys out there. Shout out to all three of you. We appreciate you. But couldn't tell you where Georgia is. Eastern Europe or Russia? What's going on over there? Kiev? What's happening in the world? All right. No one comes to my channel to hear Kiev updates, but, shout out to our friends in Ukraine. Hope you guys are all safe and okay. Alrighty. So, yeah, Maurissa, that's where she is. And Russia, too. Don't want to disengage from our Russian audience. We're pretty big with those vodka-sipping fools in Russia. All right. Anyway, you just can't say one without the other. Satellite countries. So, we don't know. Did Maurissa have to get away from the pressures and needed some home cooking? Could it be? Could be she needed some home cooking. As you do. That doesn't mean, that doesn't explain why she may have got rid of her, all of the photos on Instagram. Let's go to Maurissa here. We didn't have Maurissa pulled up. We just had the Reddit pulled up. But if we go to Maurissa here, we've got, let's see, no photos. All the photos have been removed of Riley up until their first date photo. So why keep this one but none of the other ones? Best first date ever. So if the first date was so good, and I always say this with relationships, if the spark is there and the fire goes out, the question I ask all of you guys is, can you get the spark back? Or did something so nefarious happen, a cheating allegation, or such moral disagreements on things that they realized they couldn't work? We've talked about Maurissa and Riley and the fact that she moved to his home territory. He's probably very regimented, goes to the gym early, does all of his thing. Does Maurissa not have enough of her own thing to do? Relationships need to be the dessert, not the main course, and you need to make sure you've got your own life to live and your own paths to pursue outside of the significant other. That's just a healthy way to get going. You know what I mean? All right. So that's that. Speaking of a couple that's pretty healthy, we've got Matt James and Rachel Kirkconnell, but we've got some drama happening in their world. You like these transitions? So here's Matt James, not exactly proposing to Rachel Kirkconnell. We shared this yesterday, but we have a response from her. Let's watch what Matt has to say.
I have something for you.
What do you have?
Will you accept this?
Oh, there it is, folks. Straight to the jugular or the chest. Right on the rib cage. Takes one at Nemacolin Resorts. Thank you for the correction I got in the comment section. Nemacolin, as if I care, at all what it's called, but that's where it is. By the way, do you stay at Nemacolin Resort in Pennsylvania because you got lost? That's not a final destination for anybody, right? No one's like, I'm going to go to the woods of Pennsylvania. The only reason you go to the woods of Pennsylvania is to bury a body. You're trying to dispose of evidence. You don't go to the woods of Pennsylvania to get what do I know? It looked pretty nice. Wish I could be there. So anyway, they're probably getting either paid to be there or they're there for, clearly they're not getting out the Amex to stay there. They went there with Matt's mom. She's probably enjoying. So there they are. So here they are. We shared this yesterday, and then we're just going to go down to the updates. There's Matt's mom there. So isn't that a nice little fun? Matt James and Rachel Kirkconnell get to hang out. Matt's mom is probably enjoying the spa, the heated pool, whatever you do over there, and then of course indoor golf. So she shares a few of her ski bunny photos, and then of course the food. trigger warning, if you're hungry, don't watch the next 5 slides. So that's just some, they got the mussels, not Riley's mussels, other mussels, spelt differently. Same idea, though. Nothing but protein. And dipped in a red curry. Oh, waffle fries with ahi tuna. You got to be kidding me with this. What are they doing to us here? Lobster bisque. Did they just take the whole ocean and just, steam it? Lobster. Oh, man. Should I have kept the show? Why is these hands shaky so much? Let's go back. So we do have one more clip to play of Rachel's response to this, but let's make sure we get the audio here. A little shaky. I kind of like Matt James with this little, half a mustache he's got. So you dump it in what appears to be the Thai curry, and then you eat it there.
I only want the lobster.
Oh my god.
Chilean sea bass. Yeah, they really went for the whole ocean. Falling Rock was where all the gals stayed during our time here, a.k.a. our bachelor mansion. Very nice. We're going to get to the goods. So many laughs and fun memories, blah, blah, blah. Here it is. We have a Nerf gun fight happening right here. Reloads. Looks like Rachel's down. Looks like she's down for the count here. She's hiding. I think she's out of bullets. She has no bullets left in the chamber. So then here's her TikTok. Let's play her TikTok. She's hiding. I hope this is a Nerf sponsorship. He's got a long range. He's got a long range Nerf gun.
No.
Oh, she's done. She did a barrel roll. Boy, you got to be careful not to. You don't want to play with Nerf guns after your Chilean sea bass. Let me tell you something. If I learned anything in my day, you don't play with Nerf guns rolling around on the floors at an Nemacolin resort after having some lobster bisque in Thai curry sauce. All right, so there they are. Looks like we're frozen. It's almost like we're watching GoldenEye. You remember that game GoldenEye here? So GoldenEye actually has this. Check this out. A Nerf gun GoldenEye. Now, I don't recommend getting this because it's probably a little... I mean, I'm not saying it looks like a gun. You'd have to be an idiot to think that's a gun. But, in the shadows, it could be. But, boy, don't we love the days of Nerf guns? Boy, I don't know if you're like me, grew up in the 90s. Nerf... I could only afford the, dinky Nerf gun. Now, they're putting too many bullets in the chambers. Look at this guy. Look how many Nerf bullets he has. What are you going to do? You could literally terrorize your mother with those growing up. Nothing like taking one of these to the eyeball, right? So they got, this is what we had when I was a kid. This is a giant phallic looking bow and arrow kit from Nerf. Here's the problem, though. You hit your buddy with these once or twice, they start to bend, and then now you got to be, Katniss Everdeen with it, Hunger Games style, and you got to bend around trees because it doesn't shoot straight. Hey, it takes a lot of skill to do that. So we showed that, and then there's the Nerf golden gun. But I wanted to show you this because when men get enough money in life, they like to take whatever their childhood dream was and then just amplify it. This is a guy, because Nerf gun is good for the terrestrial sport, but if you're playing aqua sports, you got to go with a super soaker, right? And I always wanted the super soaker with the back. It had a back, extra, water tank. So this is the second biggest super soaker ever made. I don't know where the biggest one is, but I just stumbled upon this on YouTube.
Pressure Random Blaster 5000.
The Random Blaster 5000.
7 feet long and slings water at 2,400 psi.
Of course, we're loading it.
7 feet long and slings water at 2,400 psi.
Show it to me now. Come on. Hold on. We're going to reload this. So this guy creates a nitro pressure. Hold on. We need to play an ad. A nitro pressure. And you're wondering, why are we talking about this, Dave? Because it's my channel and it's Friday and this is where we are. And you're doing the dishes and you got soap on your hands and you try to hit pause with your elbow, but it doesn't recognize. There's no, you know what I mean? So here we are. So, okay, you know what I mean? This would be the biggest tease in the world if I can't show this to you. So here he is, this guy.
Let's show you some of its features. We made the handle grips for the gun out of diamond-plated floor matting. The rest is built out of foam.
We might not get it.
It shoots out a burst.
So he's got a full triggered high PSI. He essentially built a 6,000 PSI. This is just ridiculous. This guy, his wife probably is afraid to tell their friends what he's doing with his time. So the video's not working, but if you can just see, he built essentially a gigantic pressure washer in the shape of in the shape of a bazooka gun. This is ridiculous. And again, my audience is 92% women. I don't know if you guys care, but imagine if you spend all spring putting together your daffodils or your like rare orchids, and then your husband makes a 6,000 psi super soaker because when he was 9 years old, he didn't get that present for Christmas. This is what it's all about, folks. We should all be in therapy. All right, let me know what you guys think. Everyone's trying to find love and pursue it in the way they know possible. And if Riley and Maurissa decide to get back together, you know where to find the coverage. We'll see you live on Patreon right after this. Patreon.com/Dave Neal. Happy Friday, everybody. See you later.